Hello and welcome back to Overwatch. My name's Lumin and right now the beta's back online and it has been updated quite significantly. The long-awaited progression system is now in the game and my first impressions of it are pretty good. It's not complete yet. It's still a work in progress. A lot of the rewards that you would get by progressing are not in the game yet. You know, beta's beta. There's a new game mode called Control. There are 2 new maps for that game mode, which I have checked out. I like the look of them. I think the game mode is going to be pretty fun, but I haven't played it against real players yet, so I can't give you my full thoughts and impressions on that just yet. The UI has been redone quite drastically. It's looking really good. I feel like Overwatch is starting to find its identity, and you'll see what I mean when you see how the menu is looking right now. It's much cleaner. It's got a much lighter, more vibrant feel to it. I guess there's also just a lot more of it. You can see the main menu has a couple of new options on it. We're going to get to that. So in this video, we're basically just going to go over all the stuff that's changed. We're not going to play a proper game. I will jump into the 2 new maps to show you what they look like briefly. But that's about it. I'm not going to be discussing all the big balance changes. I mean, I know a lot of the big heroes were changed. Like Bastion has been not redone, but overhauled a little bit. Torbjorn has been redone. Torbjorn is, I want to say, a different hero. He still functions in the same way, but everything has been rebalanced so much that he feels entirely different, and a whole lot of other heroes were changed. Big changes, small changes, some in the middle. It's not too important in most cases. I think that the balance stuff is completely overshadowed by all the other good stuff in here. And you'll see one really exciting thing is that there are now loot boxes in the game. That's part of the progression system. And I think we're going to start by talking about that just because it is the biggest thing. Now, I'm going to go to the hero gallery first because I want to show you the stuff that you can attain by leveling. Okay, so every level that you get in the game right now is going to give you a loot box. Okay, and then the levels are account-wide and not hero-based. So playing one hero the whole time is not going to give you rewards for just that hero. It's going to give you experience on your account. Okay, I guess I'll go to the profile first because you can see the experience there. It's going to give you experience for your account. Your account will level, and then you'll get rewards. You'll get a loot box that contains 4 items. I've only opened 1 loot box, so I'm kind of new to it. And they even tell you one of those items will be rare quality or better. So it's much like the way Hearthstone works with the card packs, except they are Overwatch loot boxes. The levels are infinite. So they're like Diablo 3 Paragon levels. They do take more experience every level you progress through. So it started off by requiring something like 2,000 maybe. And then it goes up by 1,500 every time. So this one is going to be 3 to 4 will be 4,500 experience. The next level, 4 to 5, will be 6,000 experience because you'll add 1,500 on top of that. Not sure if it's a steady climb like that all the way up, but we have been told levels are infinite and they don't take too long to attain. I got the levels that I've got here in 3 matches against bots. So 2 levels, 3 matches, not so bad. Apparently bot matches give less experience as well. The experience you get from every game is also determined by how you performed in that game. You'll get a base amount which will be significant enough to help you progress through your levels, but if you perform well, you help the team out. If you do good in a game, then you'll get more. So that's nice. That actually incentivizes action. People aren't just going to join the game and try and like faff around, idle around, do nothing. Okay? Then your profile overview here, you can see it's got a lot of information on it. I like it. And here's what I was talking about the identity. A nice light look to it. It's not too hard on the eyes or anything like that. It's pretty. It looks really nice. It looks like something you'd expect from a game called Overwatch, and it looks like something you'd expect the game would look like after seeing the cinematics and stuff like that. So I'm a big fan. I hope they stick with this visual style. Sure, they can change the way it's laid out and stuff, but I like the style. And then you can see the general stats over there. Your heroes, you can see the comparisons. I've only played D.Va this season. I don't know if they're going to reset it per season or whatever, okay? I don't know why my record is 0 for 2. I guess I went into 2 custom games. Yeah. And then when I quit, it just didn't count. Doesn't really matter. I feel like stats are going to be highly inconsequential because it actually adds your bot stats in here as well. So it's pretty silly in that way. You can't look, okay, at stats only from real quick matches or whatever. You actually just have them all in here. So my eliminations, I've been getting 5 per minute. That's a ridiculous amount. A ridiculous amount. I've only had 1 death thus far. So my kill-death ratio is 119 to 1. I don't know. I'm not sure why, again, the win-loss ratio is 0 to 2. I think that's because I joined custom games and I quit them. But there's a lot of stats here. You can look at games won, eliminations, all the other stuff. It's weird because you see games won over there, it says 3 and it says 0 to... whatever. Okay. Statistics over here. It gives you your statistics for certain heroes or all heroes. It's basically the stuff from the games where you get cards. The cards are the things on the end screen that you can vote up and down. Deaths, eliminations, environmental kills, gold medals, whatever. You know, all the statistics you could possibly want. Then you can choose your player icon, which is up here. I've only unlocked one, which is for Symmetra. I don't know. There's one for Hearthstone over here. I'm not sure where you get that. I think most of this is probably just from the loot boxes. Decent selection here. There's like at least one per hero. Then there's a bunch of other ones as well. Like I said, I've only got that one and these two. I'm going to keep the Overwatch on for now because I'm not a big fan of Symmetra. I don't know. But that's the career profile screen. It's kind of cool. You can inspect other people's profiles as well. I don't know if any of my friends, right now at least, let's go to the social menu, which has also been redone. Don't know if any of them have played. I know a couple of them have played. Maybe I can inspect one. Hold on. Here we go. He has not played yet. Okay, that's it's a little unfortunate. I thought that I would at least be able... whatever. Okay, so you should be able to inspect people's profiles and have a look at what they've done. You'll see your invitations here, your groups here. It's cool. It's looking good. And throughout all of this, you can actually chat. Chat is always there. So we've looked at the profile. We've looked at social. Let's delay the good stuff a little longer and look at the options menu. It's much better looking now. You can actually change your sound options individually, which wasn't there before. Controls, key bindings, gameplay, social. These are a big deal. You can always skip kill cams because you don't always want to see the kill cams. You want to see how you died. The fact remains, though, you'll still have to wait. Okay? So if you die, you'll still have to wait for the timer. So I always think to myself, why not just watch the kill cam? Whatever. I guess it's not for everyone. Okay, you don't... if you're an extremely salty person, I suppose you don't want to see yourself being killed. It makes sense. The way that you join games and stuff has changed a little bit. This just looks much nicer, right? Quick play, play versus AI, custom game. Again, like I said, I went into custom games, and I think because of that, I lost some games. It's a little weird that way. We're going to look at the new maps in custom games again, so I guess I'm going to get even more losses. I don't think I can play versus AI and select the maps and stuff. But these two, you click, it goes in, you click, it goes in. The play versus AI is you with other players against AI. So it's kind of cool. It's like Heroes. And you can get experience there, you can level there, you can get the loot boxes from there. Same as Heroes. Same as Heroes of the Storm, where you have a pretty easy match against AI and you actually get rewarded. So for people that have ladder anxiety or stress a little bit much if they play against real players, there's always AI. Training has been redone a little bit. You got a tutorial and a practice range. We'll jump into the practice range as well, so I can show you what it looks like. I think the tutorial has been updated a little bit. We're not going to go in there, though, because it's still going to be much the same. But now, we're going to move on to the really good stuff. So, the loot box, I can open that right now if I want to. It's there. And I think I should, because we're going to jump into the gallery after this. Those are the credits that you got. You get credits by disenchanting or salvaging duplicate loot items. Okay? You're going to be able to buy loot boxes with real money eventually. It's just not active right now. I suppose they incentivize in playing the game. They don't want people to waste money on the progression system before it's final. Makes sense. Good. That's really good. We're going to open the loot box now. Then we're going to jump into the hero gallery. And we're going to look at all the options. Well, not all the options. Some of the options available to us. We're going to look at the new stuff that we got. And so on and so forth. But again, right now, the only way to get loot boxes is to just play. Level. And by leveling, you get a loot box. Level, loot box, so on and so forth. You'll get the credits by, again, salvaging items. Then you can use those credits in the hero gallery to buy stuff that you want for certain heroes. You know? Pretty good. I like the system, so let's open it. Ah. Talk about boring. Spray, 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 spray. Wow. You can preview them. That's pretty much it. You know? It's a spray. So one of them is rare. Which one is rare? Not this one, apparently. That one's rare. Okay. I guess I like it. It's a spray though, so I don't even know. Now we're gonna go to the hero gallery and we're gonna look at some of the cool options that I could have gotten but didn't get. Thanks, there's new stuff in here. Thank you. Again, I like the display a whole lot. These are the heroes in the game. Let's go for one that has really cool stuff. Let's go to Tracer. Okay, so you open Tracer here, you can rotate her, you can look at what she looks like. Then you can look at her emotes, skins, victory poses, voice lines, sprays, and highlight intros. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of new skins and color variations and stuff in the game right now. Not going to be able to go through all of them, but I will be able to show you some cool ones. So Tracer. She's got the classic skin. She's got rare ones, epic ones, and a whole lot of legendary ones. They are looking incredibly good. So, more basic stuff. Just change the color. Blue, green, pink, violet. Now we move on to epic. It changes a little bit more of the color. You can see. This is actually really cool. Look at the reflections on that gold surface there. It looks incredibly good, if you ask me. Sporty. Okay? Much more black. Different look to it. You can see the text on the pants is different. Still kind of subtle. I mean, it's black. It's black and yellow. It's a whole lot different than the classic one. But when you move on to the legendary skins, you get drastic changes. Big changes. That's Punk Tracer. She looks different. Very different. Look at the hairstyle. The goggles. It's kind of cool. Ultraviolet Tracer. Look at that. This is another variation of the Punk one, obviously. Now come the fun ones. I love these. I think that's actually my favorite of the Tracer ones. Quite a lot different. Basically a new skin for Tracer. I like the helmet a lot. I just like how she looks in that. T-Racer, it's another variation of that one. And then Slipstream is the one that you get from the pre-purchase. Probably the best skin of the lot. Best as in it's got the coolest details and stuff like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, then along with those, you can get emotes. It's kind of cool. A cheer and a taunt. There you go. Victory poses. That's the heroic one, standard. Over the shoulder. Obviously people are gonna like this one. Salute. And sit in. That's cute, right? That's pretty, she's like frozen there. Oh, she's even blinking and stuff. Wow, that's cruel of me to let her sit like that. Voice lines.
Time is on my side. All eyes on me. Check me out. She shoots, she scores. The world could always use more heroes. I have this under control. Looks like you need a timeout. Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
People are going to be all over that one, of course.
Ever get that feeling of deja vu? Keep calm and Tracer on.
I suppose that'll be popular as well.
Time is on my side.
So there you go. There are no legendary voice lines here. I don't know what a legendary voice line would sound like. There are no epic voice lines, but there are voice lines. Then the sprays are just all in one. Like, these are all the Tracer sprays plus the standard game sprays. Like, you can see there are a lot of Tracer ones, okay? But then all the ones from this point... Is it this point and down? They're on all the heroes. So, all the other heroes will be able to get these. There are cool Hearthstone ones here. I like them as well. Kind of okay, right? But these are better than kind of okay. These are amazing. Backflip. This is what'll play. Look at that. Badass. This is what'll play before you make play of the match. So this will play instead of the standard one. Wow. The Tracer ones are really cool. Look at that. Her slipstream is still there. She's trying to look serious. all of the heroes have basically this amount of stuff. I mean, not right now. You can see that they're focused on some of the more iconic heroes to start off with, but much like with Heroes of the Storm, they're going to be adding them as time goes by, and the collection that you'll be able to access will increase significantly. So, I told you that a few have more choices, Tracer being one of them, Widowmaker being another. Let's look at Widowmaker quickly, just because skins in here are quite cool. Just different colors, the rare ones, nothing too fancy, right? But when you get to the epic ones, slightly more changes, they stand out a little more. Wow, that gold though. And when you get to these, well, they are legendary. Look at that. I've seen a guy in this already. You must be really lucky to get something like this right off the bat. Because it costs, you can see, quite a lot if you want to unlock it. 1,000 credits. But very cool. There's the Noir one. That's the one you get from pre-purchasing. Again, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not going to go with all of these. Like, I'll show you what the highlights look like quickly. I guess I like that one. Quite seductive and sultry. All pretty good, alright? All pretty good. Reinhardt. Reinhardt has some really cool looking skins. So again, basic. I mean, the color changes are pretty big on him. Like, they look different, but then look at these. You actually get to see him without his mask on. Wow. That's nice. I like that one. Blackheart. That looks menacing. Bloodheart. Even more menacing. It's like Reinhardt from Diablo or something. I like it a lot. Now look at the highlight intros there. Who else? I don't know who else has really good or impressive ones. I kind of liked the May ones. I thought they looked pretty good. These ones specifically. It's really cool. Yeah, I like them. I realized that not everyone would like them. Pharah had some good ones. Mercy looked really impressive. Mercy ones are very cool. Again, just color changes. Slightly more basic stuff. When you get to these ones, they look better. But when you get to these ones, haha. Valkyrie. Isn't that cool? Big fan. And then these ones are super, super cool. I don't know. I don't play Mercy, but something like this would make me want to play her. I like them. I like them a lot. I guess another one we could look at is Reaper. He has some interesting skins. Obviously, again, just colors. Have a white one. El Blanco. He has a guitar strapped to his back. Mariachi. And then this guy is the pre-purchase one again. So there you go. I think that they've done really good thus far. What does Winston have? Safari Winston. Okay. Undersea Winston and Marine Winston. Quite cool. Quite cool indeed. So it's going to take a lot of time to go through everything here. If you want to look at all of them yourself, well, they are all over the big Overwatch websites. If you want to see like screenshots, videos and stuff, Overking and Overpwn both have significant galleries. You can go check those out. I suggest you do because, well, I personally think there's a lot of good stuff to see there. Now I'm gonna give myself some more losses quickly by going into custom games and showing you the maps. Go to settings here. List order, single map. We want to go into Nepal. Apply. Go back. I'm not going to add a bot. I think I can just go in myself. Both the maps we're about to look at are control maps, and I'm going to put some proper footage of them over this so you can actually see the entirety of the maps, because if I'm not mistaken, I can't access all the areas if there aren't other players playing against me, because to progress, you need to capture a point, then you move on to the next area, and then you play against the opposing team yet again. Say they capture the point there, then it moves on to a final round, so it's all best of 3. So if you basically win 2 in a row, you'll not see the final part of the map, and it's kind of cool the way they did it. It's like tiered. The maps have a lower area where you start, then you move up to the middle, then you move up to the top. Both the maps work in a very similar fashion. The control game mode is actually much the same as the other game modes in the game currently. I mean, it's very much the same as payload, where you got to control the point and then move the payload, except it cuts out the payload part, and the way you actually control the point works a little differently. You charge a meter up to 100%, but your opposing team can easily just grab it from you, and then when they control it, yours slowly drops down and theirs rises again. So it's kind of simple to understand, but it's very fun when you actually play it, because the points are not very defensible. They have a lot of openings. I'm sure certain heroes will be better at playing control. Certain heroes are already better at zone control, like just holding down a certain position. I think that there will, in control mode, be compositions that just wreck it. I can imagine putting like a bastion in each corner of the point, and then having one support hero, maybe a Mercy or something, boosting the damage and healing them up would be pretty sick. I don't know, maybe a tank as well to just keep the enemies at bay, or Reinhardt or something like that, I don't know. Okay, I haven't played very much of this, but I had a good look at the maps, and I gotta say that it's some of Blizzard's best work thus far. So much detail went into these maps, and they look great. They have proper backstories as well. If I'm not mistaken, you can find the backstories in the latest patch notes, which I'll link below. It's basically just that Lijiang Tower is in the middle of like a modern Chinese metropolis. It houses a interstellar space exploration company or something. That's the top part of the tower. If you make it to the third round, you'll actually fight in there. And again, I love how varied the two maps are. And then Nepal, on the flip side, is way up in the Himalayas, and it's like a monastery for omnics who have become spiritually awoken, or something like that. It's a little weird, okay? You can check it out below. But the game mode itself seems like a lot of fun. I haven't played much of it, like I said before, so I'm gonna have to test it more extensively. I'm not sure if it's super balanced, or if it works really well if you have like slightly imbalanced teams or whatever, but from what I've seen thus far, the maps look great, and the game mode is probably gonna be cool. I am actually curious as to what they're gonna do with other game modes, because this one again is quite similar to the payload system that they've got in the game currently. It works in a very similar fashion, except it just cuts a part of it out. But then again, the way they build the maps and the way you go up in these tiers on the map and it changes entirely, that spices things up quite a lot, so it makes it fun. But there you go, that's control mode. I'm a big fan, and I can't wait to play it in an actual quick match against real players. And you guys can feel free to let me know what you think about the maps. I'm a huge fan of this Chinese metropolis. I think it's great, and they put so many destructibles and stuff in there. You can just knock things all over the map when you run in through there, and it feels good. Real good. Okay, so training. Like I said, tutorial's still there. Practice range. I like the practice range. It's quite cool. I guess I can take Diva again because I've been sticking with her. Let's not stray from that. Here we are. This is the practice range. They are enemy bots that you can bounce around and stuff. Kill them. Then there are friendly bots that you can heal. There you go. They're taking fire. You can come and support them by doing something like this. Wow, that was... wow. Can I bump these around? I think they're stuck. Oh no, I moved them, but they went back into position. This is the long and short. Oh, that one's not shooting back. Of the training. There are little platforms and stuff that you can... woo! Fall off. Great. I gotta... oh, it's showing my kill cam. That's the kind of kill cam I want to see, of course. Of course. See, I guess that's the reason some people skip them. I guess. Oh, I see why I fell off the edge there, because they changed the way it works. There we go, let's blow those two up quickly. Wow. Big explosion. They changed the way Diva's charge works. You can't cancel it by pressing charge again, you cancel it by just shooting. Okay. That's good to know. Now, one other change that I guess I need to mention, because it's a global change, is that your ultimeter now doesn't generate when you take damage anymore, but it does generate slowly over time. That's a pretty significant change for a lot of heroes. I like it. Again, lots of destructible stuff here. You can see I kind of blew some stuff up. But overall, I wouldn't spend too much time in this mode, but it is nice that they added something like this, and, well, you can use it if you so desire. There you go. I think I've shown you everything you need to see. From this point on, we're probably going to be having gameplay on the channel, and that's that, because it's much more fun that way. I can't wait to jump in. I can't wait to get more loot boxes. Hopefully get some proper stuff. I've opened 2 loot boxes thus far, and yeah, it's just been sprays. Sprays and sprays and sprays and sprays. I guess people are not going to be so happy if they just keep getting sprays, but, you know, if you eventually start getting duplicates, then you can just disenchant them or salvage them and get what you want. Because I don't really want sprays. But yeah, Overwatch is back, and it is definitely better than ever. You can check back here soon for much more of it. Gameplay, like I said, I want to spend a lot of time playing this. Give this video a like, share it, and do all that good stuff. Let me know what you think, because obviously I'm very interested. And yeah, thanks for watching. Happy that.